Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpios. The theme for your reading is this song right here. Hey, you and me, girl, go a long way back. I feel you feeling somebody, baby. You are feeling this shit. Somebody from your past is coming back who you feel deeply. And it is clarified by the Empress. You guys might have had a major relationship in the past. This could also be somebody that you're married to, but I feel like this is a younger romance, a romance that maybe you had when you were younger. And it looks like what happened was, the timing was off. The timing was off. The timing was off, and there could have been some type of sudden disruption, and you guys kind of just went your own ways. It looks like both of you had other people. Now, if you are cross-watching and you cheated on a Scorpio, if I were you, honey, I wouldn't do that. Okay? You can cheat on any other sign but the Scorpio, because honey, they may find your head someplace in some field. Okay, right. Okay, right. Don't cheat on a Scorpio. So if you know you like to have several relationships with the ladies, you need to find another sign, because your mama may have to bury you. Okay. So in the past, there were other people. And then you guys just kind of just decided to be friends, but somebody never forgot about you. You were always on somebody's mind, or in the back of your mind, you always thought about this person, right? So, because I'm getting the card of the Eight of Swords reverse. Eight of Swords right side up means communication is blocked, but when it's reversed, it could be like you guys maybe talked Christmas, you talked maybe on Facebook here and there, but whatever the case is, somebody got in touch with somebody else not too long ago. Okay, now somebody is separating from, some of you Scorpios are separating from a Libra. I see the Hierophant and then the Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, right? Some of you are actually getting a divorce. You are dating or married to you are married to an earth sign, and you are choosing to take the path of divorce. Some of you who are married to a Scorpio or an air sign, if you just hang in there, the signs to you and me, girl, go a long way back. He says, I remember when loving you wasn't easy, but I stuck it out with you. Isn't that sweet? That is so sweet. They don't make songs like that anymore. Anyway, you don't meet people that stick it out anymore. Not like a Scorpio. Y'all stick it out. The difference between a Taurus and a Scorpio is a Taurus will fuck somebody else and call themselves loyal. Y'all won't do that. No. If it kills you, you will be faithful to the dying day. And that's why I love Scorpios. Faithful. To me, you ain't faithful if you fucking people and having a ad on the internet. You ain't faithful. Shit, anybody can do that. Anyway, the Hierophant represents an unconventional relationship, okay? But a relationship at one time that was really working for two people. And let's clarify with the angel card. The present shows, I see that there is an unconventional relationship that really worked for you or somebody else in the past. The current situation is that maybe somebody is getting a divorce and you're waiting for them to get a divorce. They really are getting a divorce. And then other people are going to work it out. So I see an air sign, possibly a Virgo. All right. And I see that, somebody is letting go of a relationship that doesn't serve them anymore. So this is going to leave the two of you, whoever this past is, with the opportunity to see what is ahead for you. But anyway, it's ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter rotates around the sun 11.86 years, 12 years. So to me, when I get this card, it represents, well, next to the world, it represents some type of major completion has happened. So somebody truly is going through with the divorce. All right. And then we'll read the next half of you. So let's see what happens in the future. So some of you got in contact with somebody from the past that you're really feeling, you know, maybe at that time they were married and now, or they were with somebody that they had a very long-term relationship with, and otherwise you wouldn't be messing with them anyway. Because you only do long-term when you've reached the ego stage. You know, the Scorpio is the serpent, the Scorpio, and then the ego. So, it is with honor and pleasure that I do your cards, honey. Let me tell you, because y'all are faithful. All right, so the future. The future for Scorpios. All right, in this party. Okay, I get the Hermit reverse. Oh, okay. Let me clarify that too with another card. It looks like it's going to take some patience, Scorpio. It looks like it's going to take some patience to work with this situation because, you know, people were really emotionally tied to each other and invested. But I do feel like there are very strong in love feelings here. Okay, so I got the Hermit reverse, the Queen of Cups, which is you, the Six of Cups, which is somebody from your past again, and the Hermit. So basically others of you could be going through a separation. And anyway, as far as your future is concerned, I see you guys like acquainting yourselves with each other. I see you guys having sex. I see you guys feeling each other. But I still see that, you know, this third party is somewhat still, she might be a earth sign, a Taurus, and a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. It looks like some earth sign comes up as a block for you guys in the future. Yeah, so I see a three-party situation that is still kind of happening in the future, but I see you guys taking a new start. Okay, like they really are trying to get rid of that situation. And this in the Aleister Crowley, the Temperance card represents the soulmate card because it's the art card. But in the Rider-Waite deck, it just represents. See, to me, those are two cups, and people are just finding balance. It just is going to take some maturity in this relationship. But I really do see that the other person is truly leaving. You know how people say, "Oh, I'm going to get a divorce." I also see some new beginning for you guys to make some money. So I'm going to do a couple of more cards here. It looks like, oh, all right. So there was cheating. Somebody left. You guys started talking again recently, and you want to make sure that the other party is out of the picture before you really give a lot of yourself to the situation. Okay, so now we're going to do a reading for Scorpios that are in relationships. Scorpios in relationships, just what does the next month? So basically what I saw with that is that, you know, you guys are going to moderately, in adult self-control, gradually start to build something back with somebody who you knew a long time ago. And they really, for some of you, they really are leaving the person. And it just is a matter of time. It's like the divorce is going to be final. That's for some of you. All right. All right. So let's look at the married Scorpios. Where are you guys going? Are Scorpios who are in committed relationships right now. Okay. Okay, so the first card is the Four of Swords. Some of you guys could be taking a break, just kind of organizing your thoughts, just kind of figuring out where the relationship is going to go from here. Is the Four of Swords. Just where the relationship is going to go from here. What do you want to see happen in this relationship? You guys are just taking a break and reorganizing your thoughts. Let me get a clarifier card for that. Yeah, it looks like some of you are Scorpios who are in major relationships. You guys are still fighting for the relationship, okay? It could be with an air sign, a fire sign. I see a water sign. I see a water sign kind of strong here. All right. So far, that's all I see. So let's see what the angels has to say about you doing this. They said that for those of you who are in a like a major relationship, y'all still gonna be hanging in there, baby. This is my 7-year card. Yep, this is my 7-year card. So you guys have reached that 7-year itch, or there's a very strong possibility that those of you who are married, you guys got another 7 years that you're gonna work through, okay? In the past, you guys didn't know if you were gonna make it. You just didn't know if you were gonna make it. I mean, you know, you just kind of decided to turn your back on the situation. You know, if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. You know, let me see what the bottom energy is. The Nine of Wands is the bottom card, which represents working it out after a lot of pain. There was another party in the situation that maybe was at a distance, either emotionally or physically, right? And that ended real bad. And so you guys found each other again and fell in love with each other. And that's exactly what I feel like you guys are moving towards now. So, you know, in the past, you turned your back. You were still holding on. You still loved them, but you weren't going to, you know, drive yourself crazy if you couldn't. But I see that you have a lot of love for this person. Like, they have your heart. It's so sweet. Why am I acting like a big baby? That is so sweet. Anyway, this person has your heart. And it could be a water sign. And you really love this person. And you just kind of felt like you learned how to balance things out in the relationship in the past, right? You guys had to just get used to each other and learn how to balance things out. But recently things have been taking a little tumble, right? Maybe things hadn't been working out, like with taxes or with things that you have no control over. And you guys may have like a somewhat unconventional relationship. Maybe you guys live long distance from each other. Maybe you guys are the same sex. Maybe there is a significant age difference, like there might be a 20-year gap. It could be an interracial couple that I'm reading for right now. And, oh, the angel deck. But it seems like your differences are really not going to bother the relationship. Now, the Four of Cups usually to me represents other offers coming in, but you guys are not going to take any other offer because you guys just kind of feel like whatever happens between you and your man or your woman, you guys are going to be cool with it. You're going to work it out. So I see the King of Cups here, which represents your significant other. And your significant other could be a water sign. He could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Looks like something there was a truth that came out, or you could be working with an air sign with the water energy, or a water sign with this type of strong, forceful energy in which this is a man that brings the truth out to the surface. So there is some truth that came out that made you feel some kind of way. And then the Knight of Swords is here in your present, which represents reckless communication, somebody going full speed ahead. And let's see, to make things different in the relationship because they're in love. So somebody is trying to go full speed ahead to rectify whatever type of problems you guys may be having, like, anything. Like, I really don't see major issues here with Scorpios and people in committed relationships, but I do see the Lovers here, which represents having to make a choice. But I see that those of you who maybe had been sort of kind of messing with somebody online, or you know how that is, y'all been doing a little something. I see you making a decision, and of course you're going to stick with your primary partner. I mean, who leaves their primary partner for a side chick? Nobody does, okay? Or a side dick. All right. So anyway, where you guys are now is the Queen of Swords. And so there could be a very significant, this woman can be very significant in you guys' relationship right now. She's coming in as an air sign. This is a Gemini, Aquarius, but I'm feeling Virgo energy for some strong reason too. So the center of the reading focuses on a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, right? And this is somebody who is coming in and causing some disruption in the relationship. It could have been, the Queen of Swords represents a bitter. Sometimes it is somebody who's bitter and alone. So this could be somebody at the job that your husband or your girlfriend or something like that is dealing with. But whatever the case is, I feel like it's more like there's an injustice. This person created some type of injustice in your relationship, and it affected your money and it affected your relationship, but I see you guys coming out of it, okay? This could have been this could have been a baby's mother. It could have been something like that, but I see you guys coming out of it. Justice is for you, okay? So I see you guys kind of feeling a little lost because this took an emotional toll on you, but I see the relationship being very secure. The Emperor decides to be married and he decides to stick it out with his significant other, but I still kind of see that their future does kind of hold like the energy of a third party situation, but I see you guys winning and I see you fighting. And the third party situation actually is very abundant, but look at that card. You see how, can you see that? You see how one hand is on somebody else's hand, but while they're supposed to be, kicking it or something like that. So somebody has some inappropriate relationships for somebody who's coming across like a friend. All right. But I see this situation resolving itself. Either for some reason, I don't know. I just see this situation resolving itself. All right. It looks like somebody's going to get really freaking clear about the boundaries that you guys need to put in a particular situation, so there are no problems in the relationship. And I see you guys kind of coming out of that place of feeling like, okay, is this woman going to take my man? Is this man going to take my woman? And then the final card for you is, for some of you, is stability in the house again. Now, if you are the side chick or the side dick that's fucking with a female or male Scorpio, please stop, because your head will be in a box someplace in a river, and then the Scorpio will never get caught because they won't tell anybody that they killed you. Okay, this is not the sign to fuck with. All right, Scorpios, if you guys want to go a little deeper in this, give a sister a call. And your final card, though, is the King of Earth. You guys are moving towards stability in your love life, in your love relationship, okay? So, yes, give me a call at that 800 number you see on the screen, or you can email me and we can set up something almost immediately, okay? My readings are $25, $45. My readings are $25, $45, and $55. And that's it, okay? God bless.